Shut up and sit down.
Namaste friends, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. You've probably heard of an upcoming Indian movie called RRR, which is directed by the incredible director S.S. Rajamouli, who we know from Bahubali and so many others. It stars an amazing cast with people like NTR Jr., like Charan, like Ajay Devgn, like Alia Bhatt. So many awesome stars in this movie, and more importantly than anything else, it tells a fictionalized story of two historical Indian freedom fighters or resistance fighters, and just looks to be incredible. Now, so far we've checked out the motion poster, we've checked out 3 teaser character intros for Komaram Bheem and Rama Raju, and a mysterious character played by Ajay Devgn. However, 2 major things have happened recently. First of all, this movie now has a release date. They're aiming for October 13th to release this movie, finally! And secondly, we actually have a making of video called The Roar of RRR. And as soon as it landed, everybody reached out to us and said, you guys have to react to this. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to go check out the making of video right now. If you want to hear us talk about it and see what we think, then hang around until the end. But for now,
let's go.
Let's go! No.
Wow.
If you look at him, his feet got you.
I'm about to tell you what I'm feeling when you listen to the rhythm and the melody, the rhythm and the riots, the rise and the roll of the great empire. The roar, revolt will take us higher. Are you ready for the rage? Are you ready for the roar? Are you ready to rise? Or you gotta revolt? Are you ready for the rage? Are you ready for the roar? Are you ready to rise? Or you gotta revolt?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, I had goosebumps I literally still have goosebumps from the moment that started. You know, first of all, it reminded me of everything I loved about the teaser character intros, but then gave us so much more. But before I babble on, what did you think of the roar of RRR?
It was a little bit teasy. Like, I like it. Maybe I'm in the minority of this, but I like proper deep dives where they really go and explain things. But this did do an excellent job of, like, it didn't explain how certain scenes were necessarily accomplished, like how they achieve certain looks, but it gave an excellent overview of just how much effort's gone in. And we saw those big sweeping scenes from the other trailers and motion posters of the cast that were involved in that, like the battle scenes and just the sheer number of actors involved. But this really made it clear that is just a small part of this program, that there are just so many crew there to set up, and I like that peek inside the wardrobe department too. That was really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it gave you a peek into the armies that are going to be in the movie, but also the armies of supporting people who are helping make the movie, which I thought was so cool. And just these tiniest glimpses of just one character diving in the air and firing an arrow, and the other igniting shooting these massive flames. And I actually saw there was another YouTuber who ran this at 0.25 speed because it was just too much coming at him at once, and he then just ran it at 1/4 speed and dissected everything he was seeing. And I can understand why. Like, this was sensory overload. Yeah, it was really interesting. I thought it was kind of like a trailer mixed with a making of, mixed with a teaser. And we really need a trailer for this soon. But I don't know. S.S. Rajamouli is such a genius, both at making movies, but also hyping movies. And maybe he doesn't even need to create a trailer for this. I mean, people are not going to want to watch it anymore because they see a trailer. Everybody wants to watch this right now. But yeah, it also reminded me of the water and the fire friction from the character intros. I thought that was awesome. And just things like seeing Rama Raju punching the boxing bag and just all the things that I loved about those character intros. It suddenly just reminded me, you're going to see that stuff in the movie. And so much to love about this. Now, one thing I wasn't expecting to get from this making of video was like a theme song. And what a cool theme song it was. It was like hip-hop with rap, and it was, you ready to rage, you ready to rise, you ready to roar, you ready to revolt. I thought that was awesome. And I guess this being historical characters, I wasn't necessarily expecting that kind of a cool vibe, but I really think it's amazing that, and we've said in our other videos, that what S.S. Rajamouli's doing is taking periods from these historical characters' lives when we don't know what they were doing. There are gaps in both of their histories, and he's telling a story that takes place in those gaps, which is, inspired by historical events, but it's his fictional take on that story. And I love that because it means that he can create his own story, he can use his own visual style, and also incorporate his own musical preferences as well. So it gives him a blank canvas to just write this amazing, amazing story. So yes, and like we've said before, we could not be any more excited to see RRR. I'm just glad we now have a release date, which is less than 3 months away.
Not long.
Yeah, it's really not long at all. And I'm sure even if we don't see a full trailer for this, which I'm really hoping we do, we're going to see a bunch of other things that just whet our appetites to see more of RRR. So, hey, well, thank you to everybody who recommended we check out this trailer. We really appreciate it. What a great recommendation. Please keep those coming, and we will do our best to cover as many as we can. However, for now, I'm afraid this is all we've got time for today, but thankfully, you know how often we do this?
Every day.
Every day, and we got a lot of days until RRR releases, so we're going to try to give you around 10 minutes of fun in each one of them to pass the time and distract you. So we will see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Dork Trailer Ambush.
Peace out, crew.
Bye!
Shut up and sit down.